What's the difference with AIDS and pneumonia? What's the difference with AIDS and TB? There is no difference. I should know that. Remember, I was arrested and charged with practicing medicine without a license. But no, the Institute, I especially was arrested and charged with practicing medicine without a license because I said what? I cure AIDS, blindness, diabetes, lupus, herpes, sickle cell. It sounds fantastic. It sounds gross. It sounds like it is impossible. Sure, it is impossible because we forgot our mother and we have been entertaining the Western medicine. Western medicine said that there's no cure for any disease. Didn't we believe it? They also told us that sickle cell is the result of God giving us sickle cell to fight malaria. You mean to tell me that God loves us that much? You mean to tell me that God gave us sickle cell to fight malaria? Gave us a disease to fight another one? How does that sound to you? It is crazy. Sure, I know you guys are wiser than me. Of course you are. Because you are more than I am. I'm only one. And everything I got it from you because I didn't go to school. They told us that disease is the result of germ, virus, or bacteria. Am I right? Who said that? The Caucasian again. But how do you know that's true? Have we done any research independent to that of the European? He done his research. Fine. The Japanese did his. Good. But what about my mama? My mama needs representation too, isn't it? I want to hear what my mama have to say. When my mama said that there's no such thing as a germ, a virus, or a bacteria. What did you say, Dr. Sabi? This is in court. This is the Supreme Court of the United States. The judge said, what did you say? I said, there is no such thing as a germ, a virus, or a bacteria. Then what is it? I said, man, it is a microbe that is generated in the body when erosion begins. So you say, explain that. I said, very simple. If I take a very healthy human being and lay them on this table and not move them for a month, when I raise them, what are they going to have on their back? A bed sore. And inside that bed sore would be some little worms, isn't it? Sure. But where did the worms come from and where were they birthed? In the man himself. Ah, but why the bed sore? You didn't move that person. That part of him was lacking of oxygen. You never see bed sore on the top of the person. You see them on the bottom. The deprivation of oxygen causes all disease. The big mystery. You see how quick you learn that? Every disease that is manifested is caused by the deprivation of oxygen. You have it with a very healthy man. Lay him down and unmove him. You will get a bed sore. I said, and Your Honor, if I take a potato, place it inside of an oxygen-free vesicle, 14 days later, you begin to see it break down. And then you see little worms coming out of the potato. Where did the worms come from? From across the street that invaded your potato? Or from inside the potato? From inside the potato. So when they talk about this virus, you think that it was something that you inhale in the air. No, because we were misled. The information that we all have had is sitting in our heads came from who? Okay. We go back again to the virus. Then they said, well, we threw out virus, right? Now we go to germ. They said that disease is the result of what? Germ, virus, or bacteria. But we just threw out virus because the man had a bed sore. And he got it because of what? Not moving him. His body was being deprived of oxygen. Now we go internal. When those cells cease to receive oxygen, they break down. And depending where the erosion is taking place, what disease you will have. If the erosion is in the nostril, it is what? Sinusitis. If it's in the bronchial tubes, it's bronchitis. If it's on the lung, it's pneumonia. How about the germ and the bacteria? Remember what we said, that nature only creates those things that complement itself in support of life. How does a germ or a bacteria support life? They never existed. everything in nature complements. Everything complements. A bacteria, a germ, or a virus simply does not exist. It is a manifestation that is caused by erosion. But the erosion is caused by mucus, and the mucus came from the food that you eat. To be cosmically in tune is to only indulge in those things that complement you and us. Complement your body. Once you're in that state, you accomplish anything, because I want to be on the journey for how long? 26 years, and I'm curing AIDS. So imagine if we had stayed on the journey 400 years. And all I did was to start eating the garbage. Sometimes. So what is AIDS? Mucus in the lungs. That's all it is. So don't get frightened. I should know. 2 men that have been cured by us. But they negate us. The white man negate us. But that's right. He's supposed to, because I'm not white. But you don't know, and I'm negated by you too. Between a rock and a hard place. You isn't that cute? It is nice. AIDS is the result of your immune system being compromised. And the only thing that causes the body to go into erosion is acid. Not alkalinity, acidity. And for the body to be acid, one has to ingest foods that brings about that erosion, acid foods. That's all. It breaks down the immunological system, which is what? The lymphatic system, the blood, and the skin. That's all. So what do? There's mucus in the lungs. There's mucus in the whole system. So what a sensible person would do? No, am I a scientist? I'm a plumber. You see, I clean the shit house. Because that's all I do. Clean the shit house. Clean the colon. Clean the cells. Clean the body. And there the body receives oxygen and reproduces itself, all the cell that has been eroded. You cut your nails, they grow back. Am I right? You cut your hair, they grow back. But the difference with the hair and the nails, they are out in oxygen all day long. But the cells internally has to receive that oxygen. You see, so now what do? We de-obstruct those arteries. You know, all that milk that you've been drinking all these years. So in AIDS, what we do? AIDS? What about sickle cell? What's the difference with AIDS and sickle cell? You die from both. So with AIDS, like any other disease, we give you the same compound. To cleanse your cells, to rebuild your cells, to give you energy. Not to rebuild your cells, to give you energy. That your body can regenerate and cure and heal itself. It does heal itself. But you have to create the environment that would allow the body to heal itself. That's all.